Guys, how's it going? My name is Liza. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing another weekly reading vlog. So it is currently Sunday and we're about to go off and see the new Batman movie, and I'm super excited about it. I've been waiting to see it for probably like the last month or so, and I'm really excited to see how Robert Pattinson's acting is. I have never seen him in like a really super serious movie before, so I think it'll be exciting to see what he does with the character and how all of that goes. I've heard some mixed things about the movie, and I've had friends tell me that it's either really good or parts of it are kind of bad. So I'm excited to get an opinion myself and be able to tell you all about it and what I think about it. As far as reading goes, I'm currently reading Love by Night, which is a poetry collection, and I'm like a little bit further than maybe 1/10 of the way through. It's really good so far. It's a book that Brady got me for my birthday, and I've been really enjoying it, and it's been really good. I haven't read a poetry collection in like a really long time, so it feels a little bit weird to be diving back into it, but I'm still enjoying it nevertheless. It's written very like lightly, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just very romantic and kind of calming. I don't necessarily like all the poems in it, but a majority of them I've really enjoyed so far. So I'm excited to get through a little bit more of it today and let you all know what I think. But other than that, we have to go and get to the movie, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it is currently, I think, Monday right now, and we're about to go off and go to lunch, and we're gonna go on a lunch date and hang out, and I think we're gonna hit some bars. But I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm going to bring that poetry book that I was talking to you guys about earlier. I haven't done any more reading in it, but I really want to read some of it at the bar. And then I think that we're gonna probably do some photography and things of that nature, so I'll probably get some really good scenic footage. I totally forgot to update you guys on Batman when I came home, so I thought that Batman was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I was really skeptical of Robert Pattinson being Batman because his look isn't really the one that I guess I thought would go with the character, but he ended up pulling it off really well, and it ended up having a very like gothic vibe to it, which I really enjoyed. So they almost like reinvented the character and Arkham and Gotham City and all of that, and it ended up being really well done and really good. The directing was really good. The movie is really, really long. Braden didn't like it as much as I did, but he did, I think, appreciate it for what it was. But the movie was like super long. It was like 3.5 hours, I think, and so I think that that kind of affected his opinion on it a little bit. But I would definitely watch it over again despite its length, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought that their performances were all very well done. And so yeah, that's my update on it. We're gonna go downtown, and I'll talk to you guys later.
I hate when I mean to buy grapes, but I accidentally buy donuts.
So for an appetizer, we ended up getting the tacos, and for my entree, we ended up doing the salmon, and that was really good. Hey guys, so it is currently Wednesday right now, and I wanted to give you guys some updates. Brayden and I went out on our date, and you can see through the footage that we went to a place called Pisces Rising, and we had a really nice dinner, and we celebrated him changing companies, and we ended up having a lot of fun. We had a few drinks. I ended up eating the salmon, and that was actually really good. It was like this crab stuffed salmon, and I think it had asparagus and mashed potatoes, and I was really surprised by how good it was. But in the middle of dinner, it ended up raining, so all the waiters and waitresses had to like rush out and grab all the food and grab all the people and then like bring us all in and cram us into like the main part of the restaurant. So we ended up pretty drenched, but we still had a lot of fun. We ended up walking home, and I actually took some pretty good photography pictures, I think, which I'll put up in the far corner. But the next day I woke up and we had plans to go to a place called King's Landing, and I ended up oversleeping and I just wasn't really feeling up to going, so we didn't end up going there. And we basically went to Walmart and we replaced our coffee machine because our other coffee machine had broken, and we spent the whole day cleaning. We're trying to prepare for my dad coming in because his plan was that he was gonna fly in to visit us on Friday. And so we're trying to get the house together, and we used a big chunk of yesterday to just clean the main foyer and the main entrance and try to make the area look presentable. So I think that we'll probably do some more cleaning today. I know that I had said that I had plans to read at the bar, and I didn't end up doing that. I ended up sitting with Braden, and we just ended up talking about stuff and talking about things that we were going to end up doing with my dad for the weekend. So I think that we have a tentative plan for that, and we have a few ideas on places that we can eat, which I'm really excited about, and of course I'll film. So no reading updates, unfortunately, but I only work from 1 to 7 today, so I should have time in the evening to read a little bit more of my poetry book. I'm still really enjoying it, and I've read I think I read like 2 or 3 poems this morning, and I'm finding that I really want to go back and reread the poems because I feel like reading it once, it hasn't really been enough. You know how like you can read a story once and you know that you ended up missing a lot, and then you read it a second time and you get so much more out of it? That's what I'm finding with a lot of these poems so far, and so I'm wanting to go back and reread some of it and then just continue on from there. But anyway, I have to get ready for work, and I'll update you guys when I get back. He's sleeping. Hi, buddy. Hey guys, so it is currently Friday right now, and I wanted to give y'all some updates. I have just helped Brady clean some of the house, and we're waiting for my dad to come through. He should be here in like about 30 minutes or so. It is currently, I think, 2:30, and so I'm just hanging out right now and not really doing anything specific. A little bit nervous, but I haven't seen him in like 3 years, so I guess that's to be expected. I've been telling you guys that I really want to read some more of this, so I think I'm gonna go and do that while I'm waiting on him. The house looks like really super good, so I might actually just give you guys a tour of the house at some point today, because we almost never have the house cleaned, but that's pretty much where we're at right now. I just read like 2 more poems in this, not very much. I'm still really enjoying it, going back through and looking at the old poems, and I think that this is going to probably end up being like, at the very least, a 3 out of 5 stars, but we'll see as I get further into the book. So anyway, I'm gonna do some reading and I'll update you guys later. Hi, Scott. Alright guys, so this is some of the stuff that my dad had brought me. He got out of the car and he gave me some chocolates, and he also got me a journal He knows that I really like to study and I like journaling. And so he thought that he would stop by and give me a gift, which I thought was really sweet. Hey guys, so it is currently Saturday today, and I wanted to give you some updates. My dad and his wife came in last night, and we ended up going out, and we went to the German food place, and then we went to Maggie's, and we had a lot of fun. And so I think that our game plan today is we're going to do a boat tour, and we're going to go by my store, and I'm going to show Dad the department that I work in. So I'm really excited about that. I think that we might go to a few restaurants as well. And I know that we walk past the bookstore, so I really want to show my dad the bookstore because he's a book fanatic too. As far as reading updates go, I'm on page 25 of Love Poems, and I'm really enjoying it. I got some reading done before they came in, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more reading done tonight. I just didn't really get the opportunity because we stayed out pretty late last night. I also completely forgot to get some vlog footage, but I'll try and do better on that today, and we'll just kind of have to see where everything goes. So I'm going to go and do some reading and maybe pick up the house a little bit, and we're gonna go from there. Hey guys, so this is where we went into our local modernism museum, and they had a really cool David Bowie exhibit. There was his little vanity there that he had, and scattered throughout was a bunch of different rooms that other artists had made. It was actually a really cool exhibit. It was downtown in our area, and we thought that we would go and visit it because my dad is a real big fan of art and history. There's a little other one. It was very like 80s inspired almost. It was really neat. There's a photo of David Bowie. They had a lot of different things with him scattered throughout. That was just a picture that I really liked of a cat. That was outside the bathroom. I thought that was really cute. Hey y'all, so it is currently Sunday right now, and I wanted to give you guys an update. We went out to a place called the Goblin Market last night, and I ended up having the barramundi, and it was really good. I had never tried that fish before, and so I thought that it was a good opportunity with me being in the seafood department. So I ended up really enjoying it. Today, my dad and his wife fly out. So I think that the game plan is we're gonna go to the park and we're gonna do some photography, and then his wife is gonna spend some time in downtown Mount Dora and do some shopping there. So that's pretty much the game plan for right now. I really want to show my dad my comic collection because he's a really big like Marvel fan, and he likes DC, and he grew up with like the single issue comics. So I really want to show him those, and those are going to be on the kitchen table. And so we might do like coffee or something, I'm not sure. But of course, as always, I'll bring you guys along with me. Alright, so here's one of the trails that we went on our hike, and then we went over to this tree that we always take pictures in. It has the center of it burned out from a fire, but for some reason it's still standing. Hey guys, so it is currently Monday, and I wanted to give you guys some updates. My dad ended up leaving town with his wife yesterday, and we ended up going on the boardwalk right before his flight, and we were able to see a bunch of different animals, and I was able to get some really good pictures and do a lot of photography. So the trip ended up going really well. It was a lot of fun. We went to a lot of different restaurants. We went to a German place that was really good, and then we went to a place in town called the Goblin Market, which is really well known for its martinis. And I ended up getting dinner there, and I got a fish called barramundi that I had never tried before. And so it was just absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. and I got to show him the docks, and I got to show him all the different species of animals that live around here. And it was a really good trip. It was a really fun weekend, and I'm really glad that they came down. The only downside is I didn't end up getting to do as much reading as I had initially planned, but I still wanted to give you guys some updates. So I'm still in the process of reading Love by Night, and I'm still really enjoying it. I'm on, I believe, page 37 right now, so I got through some more of it last night and still really enjoying it. I don't know if the poems are going to start getting kind of dry after a while as I get used to the writing style, but we're just going to kind of have to see. I'm not even halfway through it yet, so I'm hoping that I don't get bored, as that's pretty much my worst fear at the moment. But you know, maybe they'll have it sectioned out a little bit, or there'll be some different poems thrown in there at some point that will kind of keep me interested in the book. But regardless, I'm still really enjoying it right now, and I look forward to reading some more of it tonight. I also started another book called Star Child, and it's an Audible original. It's an audiobook that's about 50 minutes long, and it follows the story of a daughter and a mother, and the mother's best friend has passed away. And so you start the book at the mother's best friend's funeral, and the mother starts acting very weird, and her daughter, whose name is Candace, starts acting really horrified because the mother starts saying some stuff at the funeral that's very frowned upon and inappropriate. And so the daughter at this point is like, oh my gosh, what's happening to my mom? So I think that the layout of the book is going to be a story of how a mother and daughter try to reconcile with each other and try to understand each other better. In the summary I read, I think that there's some secrets that the mother is hiding, so there might even be a little bit of an element of mystery to it that I'm missing. But I'm excited to continue reading that today. I've never read anything by this author before, but I really like her writing style, and so we'll just kind of have to see where that goes. I actually have to go to work right now, but I will update you guys when I come home, and I'll see you later.